Hey, Micah. This is Jordan LaBarber here with Bills.com. How's it going?
What's up, man? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I just want to ask about Tremaine. Leslie said the other day that in moments of adversity, he kind of rallies the troops on the sideline before you guys take the field. I guess I'm wondering what he's like in those moments. If you could just take us inside.
Yeah, man. Obviously, the quarterback of our defense just, whether if it's a sudden change, offense turns the ball over, whatever it may be, he gets everybody rallied around, and we just kind of, he just kind of gets everybody's mind right and says, let's go out here and whatever the situation may be, just put the fire out. And so that's kind of my mindset going to the field. And, it starts with Tremaine.
He was kind of all over the place Monday. It looked like fourth down stop definitely stands out. I guess how would you describe his playing style at his best? What's it like to see him?
Oh, man, sideline to sideline. That boy just makes plays. He has he's a special talent. He has a unique way of just getting to the football. You saw that the other night, and that's the main. That's what he's going to continue to do. That's what he brings to our defense.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Micah, John Warrow, AP.
What's up, man?
How you doing? How much fun is this? I mean, I'm just like, as you look back, I mean, haven't you, the guys who've been here for 3+ years, haven't you been waiting for something like this? In 2017, you didn't know where the team was going to finish. 2018 was a rebuilding. 2019, you didn't really know where you were going to be. I mean, you didn't know how, but we're seeing signs of how good this team is. How much fun is this?
Winning is always fun. Winning in this league is fun, but it's a week-to-week league. You could be 9-3 and go into the next game and lose, and everyone will write you off. So we understand that it's a week-to-week league, and it's fun when you win. You celebrate it for 24 hours, and you got to get back to the next opponent. That's the life of an NFL player. It's another big challenge this week, and we're going to look to go out there and make some plays and get the W.
I get the week-to-week thing, but there seems to be that this team has reached the point where I don't want to say it's arrived, but it's the potential is apparent of how good this team can be. I'm not saying you're gonna, you're tooting your own horn or anything like that, but there's a difference. This is like it seems to me that this team is approaching the upper echelon of the league, where maybe it wasn't maybe a year ago.
Well, I think our mentality has always been the same, but I think that with the personnel and the guys that we have in this locker room, and the experience that the young guys are getting, I think we're ready to take that next step. And we're that coming into this year and even in training camp, that's the talks that we've had. We have our own team goals and stuff like that, and it's not just to make it to the playoffs; it's to win the Super Bowl. And I think that as the years go on, being here 17, we slipped into the playoffs. 18, even at the beginning of that year, we're talking about the Super Bowl, but let's be realistic. It was a rebuilding year. 19 last year, we were talking about it. We had a good team, made it in the playoffs, but lost first round. This year, we're talking about winning the Super Bowl, and we mean it. We mean it. The guys in this locker room, the vets that have been around in other teams, understand it's a very good football team. Young guys are listening, understanding what the older guys are talking about, and saying that this is our chance, this is an opportunity for us to go out there and obviously got to take it one game at a time, but do big things. So. I definitely see what you're saying. We're not without tooting our own horn and stuff like that. We do have a good football team. We understand that, and I think that's why we've been playing so well.
And just lastly, how everybody talks about measuring sticks and all that. How much are you eager to find out what this team can be in a matchup like this against an 11-1 team that looks like it's all that too?
This is a very good opponent. Very good opponent. Offensive side have a ton of weapons. Defense is very good. Obviously, a quarterback that has been around the block long time. Shoot, I can remember him. I grew up 10 minutes away from his hometown, so I know a lot about Ben Roethlisberger, and I've seen him from the Miami days to actually Finley, Ohio days to Miami days to what he is now. So, we understand this is a very good football team. And we're just gonna go out there and try to play the best that we can. I don't really see it as a measuring stick because at the end of the day, we want to be playing our best football, going into January. And I don't want to say it's early, but, it is December football. We want to play our best football right now also. But, it's not like our back against the wall. We must win. This is a big game. We understand that, and we want to win.
Thanks, Micah.
Of course.
Hey, Micah, it's Kim Jones from NFL Network. It's good. Mike Tomlin. Hi. Mike Tomlin this week challenged the receivers, essentially saying either catch the ball or you're not going to be on the field. This might be weird, but as a defensive back, do you approach receivers differently when they have had some issues with drops?
No. You still got to play aggressive. You still got to, attack the football. These are NFL players. Obviously, they got here for a reason, catching the football, and that's their expertise. That's what they do each and every day. So, that kind of means nothing to us. We understand they're going to go out there and they're going to play fast and play well. So, it's on us to break up the balls or make plays in the football.
And I wanted to ask you about Josh, if I may. And I ask you this because I've had such good conversations with you over the years. You've been other places. You get this league. When you look at Josh Allen, is there an area in particular that he's improved that maybe surprised you the tiniest bit?
Decision making. I feel like he's come a long way since he started playing in this league. Just decision making, throwing the football away. Obviously, every quarterback can always get better with that. Just like I can get better with plenty of things that I do. So, I think it starts with decision making. But I think at the end of the day, what Josh brings to his football team is unique. His competitive nature. I take that over anything. And I've, like you said, I've been on other teams and I've played a lot of quarterbacks in this league. Not all quarterbacks are like that. He when he has a bad game, he's not happy. He's not proud. He wants to go out there. He wants to do everything for this football team to give us the best chance to win. And I think that's why it separates him from other guys. He's just super competitive.
Thank you, Micah.
Of course.
Hey, Micah, it's Marcel.
What's up, man?
We heard from Trey after Monday's game that this defense is really starting to gel with a lot of the new pieces, and I guess it was kind of surprising because when we looked at this defense, you see a lot of the same faces, a lot of the same players, but there are a lot of new guys in critical spots or who've had to play critical spots. So I'm curious, from your perspective, what has that gelling process been like for the past 14 weeks?
Well, I think that even coming into the season, when you guys are asking about the defense and returning guys, a lot of guys that were returning, obviously we should be a very good defense. I think that in my mind, I might even say this to you guys, I don't know, but in my mind, it doesn't matter. Like, you have to go out there each and every year. Doesn't matter what you did the year before on defense. You have to go out there and do it again. And it's tough to repeat. This league, each and every game is a different challenge with different weapons. Different circumstances. You can even go as detailed as no crowd on third downs and stuff like that. I mean, not giving excuses, but it's just different circumstances. So, I don't think it matters about the personnel, but I think throughout this season, we've had our ups and downs, and I think the best thing that a defense can do is be consistent, and I think that we're finding that. We're finding our identity. We know our roles on defense. Each guy knows what he has to bring to the defense to make it succeed, and I feel like we're reaching that point. Obviously, we have a little ways to go, but as long as we're getting better each and every game, then come the end of December and into January and hopefully February, we're playing our best football.
So part of that gelling process, it's not just getting used to personnel. Like you said, it's getting used to not having noise coming from the stands. It's getting used to new protocols throughout the week or on game day, or it's
everything. It's everything. I mean, you can even go as far as just us not even being able to hang out off the field. We brought in some new guys this year, and we had virtual meetings throughout the off season. But there's still some guys up until I want to say week 3, week 4 of the season that I really haven't even sat down and had many conversations with. And that's rare because usually training camp is that time to where you're in the building. We're in Rochester. You just walk in the cafeteria and people are sitting down. You set a table and you just talk. That's the only thing you can do. This year was a little bit different. We were all at the house and Zoom calls and all that stuff. So it's a little weird.
I guess that makes sense because I think his exact words were like, now that we can play and joke with each other and you start to think. But I guess, yeah, if you can't be hanging around each other, there's not a lot of time for that kind of chemistry building. But either way, man, I appreciate you for clearing that up. Thank you.
Yep, of course.
Hold on. You there, Matt? There we go.
Yep, I'm all good. Thank you.
One last question here with Dante. There we
Hi,
go.
Mike at DonteLastingBills.com.
What's up?
Outside observers are calling this game the game of the week. How cool is it to be playing in a regular season game that's this important late in the season?
Obviously, I mean, you're doing something right. We're winning ball games. We have a pretty good football team, and obviously they're a pretty good football team also. This is what you play in the league for. To go out there and compete in December, play in big games, primetime games, and you want to go out there and find a way to get a win. And obviously with the playoffs approaching, playoff seeding is huge right now. You turn on the TV, I'm sure it's on, talking about NFC, AFC seeding and all that stuff. So it's big, and we understand it's a very good opponent, and we got to go out there and play our best to get a win.
Definitely. What does it say about the direction the franchise is going in?
I think that we first got here, Sean threw that vision out to us back in 2017, and spoke on playoffs, spoke on home games in the playoffs and all that. And I think that just to see the way this organization has come so far in the last 3-4 years, I wouldn't really be anywhere else. And it's just a perfect opportunity for us to go out there and show what we got and put Buffalo back on the map.